What's up, guys? What's up, G's? I'm your host, Akah and this is Akah Bants on Akah Bants TV. Are you guys still getting used to the name? I mean, I understand. Don't worry. Akah Bants TV is for you. It's here to stay, okay? And I can't wait for all the loads of content and different formats that we're going to bring your way. I mean, it's been a long time coming, right? I feel like this is something we could have done or we should have done like since, like for a while now. How's the weather been? For months in Lagos, Nigeria, we didn't have like heat. But I enjoyed the weather, you know, because of the issue in Nigeria as regards fuel. I was driving without putting on my AC because the weather was actually cool. But as of yesterday, the sun was out. Well, the sun is out today, but how is the sun treating you now? For most of us that are out there trekking. I was out there yesterday when I was going out for my workout and the sun was going with me. It was real present. I was trying to form, let me just drive, you know, wind down, as usual. My dear, by the time the sun entered the car, by the time I was sweating, I said, wow, let me not start my workout now. Let me reach the gym because I was sweating. I was like, are we in dry season already? Is this what climate change is all about? What's that woman's name? Greta Thunberg. That was shouting it and warning us. Days. Because ABNGs. Lagos sun, when the sun is sunning, is really sunning. I can't even talk like the people that are in Maiduguri or in the north. Sorry. Make sure you just use your sunscreen, okay? And Kukuma, if you don't have way to go, stay in your house. This is not the time for useless walkabouts. You understand? First of all, they've not released the date for Peter Obi's hearing, the final verdict by the judge. Any day it come out, people can want to cause trouble. You know, Asari Dokubo is outside, him and his boys. So just, if you don't have way to go, you don't have purpose, just stay in your house. Even when you have place to go, ask them, can we do it online? If you have meeting, ask them, can we do it online? But anyway, summer is just starting for us, and maybe this is also for the good of those people who are coming into Nigeria, coming into Lagos for 30 December. But anyways, as always, you know I bring you premium gist, guys, the one that is gonna just be sweet. Well, this one is very interesting because it is the utmost rubbish coming out of a grown man's mouth. Let's get into it. So, on Big Brother Naija, a lot of drama has been going on. Some things that will just make you be like, stars doing this on national TV. It's not about like one person or the morality of it all. We know for a fact that morality has been going down the drain when it comes to Big Brother Naija. So we didn't expect it. It's just the sheer craziness of, you know, a lot of people on full display. Like, people are being immature, showing their immaturity. And they call this edition the All-Stars edition. As in, these are supposed stars and influencers. And I'm just like, at your age, at the risk of your brand, you would just be like, so these are the people that we are actually upholding in society. Like, you would just be like, so sometimes myself, like, I'm just like, I'm not judging anyone, I'm not gonna lie, but sometimes I'm just like, how did we allow the bar to get so low? How? Like, celebrity is meant to be like something to look forward to and look up to and be like a worthy example in society. Maybe it's just me and my ideals, because the truth is, when I actually think about what I just said now and go back through memory lane, a lot of celebrities have not been worthy of emulation. But anyways, what I want to talk about today is basically something that has just happened. The height of it all, when a sick statement by Seyi Awolowo was made yesterday. I'm not sure what necessitated the statement because I don't watch BBN, but what he said was wrong on all levels. Before now, it has been obvious from his many words and interactions with the ladies in the house that he has no respect for women, and he's married. Well, moving on. So here's what he said.
But is this until your daughter wears it? Laugh now. See. And I gave birth to a boy first. He will f your daughter. Ew. And I know the safe he gets. My daughter. Imagine that. I die inside big clothes.
Now, imagine that kind of statement coming out of somebody's mouth. Women already live in so much fear already from ideologies like this because they know that men think like this. And you say this on national TV. What's the aim? Like, I don't even think that this was said to trend. Like, this, I think, may be who he is. Like, Seyi is a cool guy. I've met him a couple of times. Like, I've met him at events. We actually, like, greet each other. Like, we have mutual respect for each other. But seeing this, and I'm just like, it can't be a game because this was so natural. Like, this guy said so many things that makes me feel like this is who he is. If this is not who he is, then, the Donald Trump style that he's employing is mad. See, we all have to be careful about what we say. Although, this could be a reflection of where his head is at. But I feel like there's some things that you don't have to say. Keep it in your brain. Not everything has to be said. Like, you have to know that you have some sick ideologies. Like, you have ideologies and those ideologies are sick. Like, those ideologies are wrong. Even though they are your ideals and you practice them. Like, you have to know that this is not something to be proud of. So you keep it within yourself. Like, if somebody that stole, like somebody that went to his mommy's spot to steal meat, you can't go and shout that you stole meat. Like, you can't do it in public. You do it in the hiding. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, people should have enough sense to know what is right and wrong. I feel like that's what people don't know anymore. People don't know what is right or wrong. People just feel like it's my opinion and have a right. Like, people don't get to understand where the lines are in morality and even ideology. Like, people believe that beating women is right, and they will openly say it because that's what they truly believe. And I'm just like, how did we get here as a society where people don't know the difference between right and wrong? People cannot have shame anymore because you cannot shame the shameless. You cannot shame somebody who doesn't know that what they are doing is wrong. Influencers with large followings have to be careful. This could easily be the way you influence the fellow man, or at least give a stamp of approval on somebody else's behavior. A statement from someone on TV, stamp somebody's behavior or something that he's been thinking of in his mind. If you see somebody on TV who is successful, quote and unquote, saying what he has been thinking may be wrong or may have been afraid to, show it. When you see somebody on TV, he's like, hey, now so now, they will now come and be your staunch members or staunch followers. How should our girls feel in a world where statements like this are allowed to fly and celebrated or even argued about in the comment section or Twitter? People are coming on Twitter to say it's true. And to the ones sitting with him, listening and laughing. That's what we actually call enablement. Statements like this ought to be shut down with immediate effect. Like, you need to clear a man of his doubt. If you're a man and a man does this in your presence, you clear him of his doubt immediately. So he can understand that statements like this have no space in society, should have no space in the world. We men need to start protecting and defending our women from men like this. It is not women who will protect themselves alone. We have more responsibility to respect and protect them from men like this. Do you understand? There are many men that think this way, and eventually they will perpetuate these acts because nobody calls them out on it, and because they carry a rod between their legs, they think they are invincible. The reason why most men are not criminalized or punished in the law court for rape allegedly is because most of our lawyers and judges have allegedly raped. Also, we really have to start thinking about posterity. How will my statement today affect my children? Now, think of it, because words, especially on the internet, don't go away. Imagine a world where hopefully Seyi raises a kid and that kid becomes more like enlightened than Seyi. He will be ashamed that his father talked like this. Imagine a world where Seyi gives birth to girls and she sees this. How will she feel? If Mr. A says something that glorifies violence and says his children are towing that path, and someone accuses your children wrongly, they are always at a disadvantage. You understand? Let me explain. You say this kind of thing, that my children, I will teach them to do and this and this. Then in years to come, somebody wrongfully accuses your child of rape. Do you know that they can fish out this video and do it like this, that this is how his father was, this is what his father said. The father taught them how to behave in such manner. See the kind of upbringing he had. That's it. People will now say, oh, he doesn't even come from a good home. We can believe that he raped. See, if I, a parent, can see a parent of a child that is going to my daughter's school talking like this, I can change the school because of this kind of thing. There's no telling what that child can do now. Anyways, a couple of people on Twitter had a couple of things to say. At Lala Akindoju, my dear friend, said, Seyi actually doesn't like women, sees women as objects and believes he is superior for him and his kind to trample on. He has consistently made this very clear. It's also important to note that there are people who listen and giggle with him when he's making these comments. The fact that this was even allowed, like other men saw it as a funny, cool thing to hear, like, I don't know. If I were there, like, I would immediately say something, or at least my facial expression would be like, no, at least your demeanor should show that. What did you just say? What did I just hear? Well, only God knows what women has done to him to end this hate. Because at the end of the day, we don't know everybody's story. Now, moving on this train of thought, Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency had to put out a tweet, and they said, we strongly condemn the comments made by Seyi Awolowo in the disturbing video that has surfaced. It's actually crazy to know that his surname is Awolowo, the same Awolowo name that Tinubu has been riding on, our president. Yeah. Such remarks perpetuate harmful attitudes and contribute to a culture of violence and abuse. The bystanders' passive response in the video is also deeply concerning because it only enables such behavior to persist. It is important for us all to actively speak up in circumstances such as this. We remain committed to addressing issues of domestic and sexual violence. Call our 247 toll-free line at 08000 333 333 to make a report and access support. Together, we can work towards creating a society that truly values consent and is free from violence. This is the way government and parastatal should be moving. At I am Renike tweeted, this is what we mean when we say men enable other men's behavior. Can you see how these 2-3 are seated? Fake laughing and dropping nonsense comments. Those are enablers. Someone they were supposed to clear immediately. What is wrong is wrong. You cannot watch your friends say harmful things and keep quiet. You need to let them know they are being evil. Oh yeah, you need to clear them. If you don't, you're part of them. I agree. And his take is that he will raise his boys to the F word. Girls that dress that way. His boy isn't even a teenager yet. What did the other man now say? I will hide her inside big cloth. You're on live TV talking about how girls, imaginary, because these girls are still young or have not even been born yet, will be objects of sexual gratification by your son that is still a child. Do you know how insane that sounds? That means we cannot count on you to raise responsible men in Lagos. Like, we know that the Yoruba demon trend is still gonna trend. It's still gonna be a vibe in 20 years from now. We know that because of people like you, because of parents like you, boys are gonna be demons on the street. It's only Jesus that we're now counting on to appear to your children like he appeared to Saul to change their life. Because if Jesus leave it in your hand, you can't raise your children right. And for people who think, what's the big deal? It's a big deal, oh. Don't let anyone normalize nonsense for you. And this is the call to fathers. Raise your sons right. That's our responsibility. We're all the way to that. Children need to breathe. It is well. No evil shall come near our dwelling. You understand? This is a heavy story, but I think that, you guys need to think about this. Anyways, they shall not use him to do ambassador tomorrow because he gets how Naira Marley now is the ambassador for NDLEA. See, Nigeria is a comedic arena. I mean, it's the truth. You just have to look around you and you will laugh because why is Naira Marley the ambassador for NDLEA? What inspired that thought? Yes, NDLEA, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the same agency that arrests drug users and pushers.
Yeah, well up, my people, you know what it is. It's your boy Naira Marley. I would like to urge my fans, the Malians and all the Nigerian youths to stop doing drugs because it's not good for your well-being. Let's all stop substance abuse in any form. I've keyed into this campaign to support NDLEA to stop drugs on the street. Please join us. It's really not good. It makes you go back into crime. It does a lot of things to you. Thank you very much.
When I first saw it, I was like, this is very, very interesting. Naira Marley, are they playing or are we playing here? Who recommended him? Where did they find him? At the NDLEA, they listened to Oga Naira too. As we were watching that video, I was just like, just look, Naira Marley was even reading the speech from his phone. Simple speech, he could not say it out because he don't really believe it in his mind. One that shall never end. Nigeria is the real theater. In fact, I know the actor. Nigerian politicians and parastatals, I cannot act reach them. In fact, Nigeria is a series. Season after season, episode after episode, original season film. This one, it does not need data or subscription. It's real life. It's happening. You are watching it and it's funny. Nifwizi tweeted, Naira Marley as NDLEA ambassador against drug abuse is the same thing as appointing Hush Puppy as EFCC ambassador. But it's not me that said that one, it's somebody online that said it. Seriously, Sha, I was talking to someone and the person said it's like making a child responsible. So like if a child is a thief and you put him in charge of the supermarket, he will now not steal. He will now be made responsible for everything that is in the store. You understand? So Naira Marley as ambassador of NDLEA makes him more conscious of his weed abuse. How we go take explain now? Like we're just trying to look for things that work. Anyways, what do you guys think about this? Naira Marley fans, Malians, have also come out to say their Idan does not take drugs, only weeds. At Z_Zoo tweeted, Naira Marley has always been against drug abuse. Weed is not a drug. What is drug abuse? Because weed can be abused too, Abi? But then, congratulations, Naira Marley. Biko influenced the youth correctly. So you don't turn to supplier. Maybe that's what they were thinking. We don't want you to do it so badly and do it so well that he will now be moved from user to supplier. Yeah. The drug use, especially the lucky people, they need to reduce drastically. You understand? Yeah. And on that note, we have come to the end of this episode, my people. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. I will really appreciate it if you like this comment. And guys, please remember, we're posting new formats. We're posting sports episodes on Mondays now. If you didn't know, you know now. Monday is for sports. So all you sports head, all you ladies, you know my ABNG people is like 80% women. Please go and tell your boyfriends that we are now talking about sports, soccer. So in fact, there's a new face now. His name is Emmanuel. I really appreciate him. He's really good at what he does. And you guys should check it out and encourage him. You understand what I'm saying? So give the video views and share it with more people. All right. Anyways, bye guys. Be part of the Akah Bants TV family. Toodles.